In this video, I'll be helping you with the math topic called factoring an expression with fractional or negative exponents. And we'll be using this example taken from the OpenStax College Algebra textbook, where we are asked to factor 3x times the quantity x plus 2 raised to the negative 1/3 power plus 4 times the quantity x plus 2 raised to the 2/3 power. And the first thing that I notice in this example is that both the first and last term have this x plus 2 in common, but that the powers here are this negative 1/3 and 2/3, and that indicates that we can factor out a common factor from both the first and last term. And I recall that our common factor will be that portion that both terms have in common, so the x plus 2, but raised to the lowest power. So the smallest power here is that negative 1/3. This is our common factor. So this is what we will be factoring out. So I'll write it outside parentheses. And since I already have parentheses, I'll put what's left inside brackets. From this first term, if I factor out the x plus 2 raised to the negative 1/3, I would be left with just the 3x remaining from that first term. And then for the second term, I would have the plus 4, but here we have to be careful with what we have factored out. We had this x plus 2 raised to the 2/3. If I factor out an x plus 3 raised to the minus 1/3, to find out what's left, recall that we can use division. So x plus 2 raised to the 2/3 divided by that x plus 2 raised to the negative 1/3, we can combine to be x plus 2, and we would have the power of the top, 2/3, minus the power of the bottom, which is negative 1/3. Subtracting negative 1/3 would be the same as adding a positive 1/3. So 2/3 plus 1/3 is 1. We're left with just an x plus 2. So I would write that and keep it inside our parentheses. At this point, we have factored out the common factor, and I can see that I can simplify a bit inside these brackets to get rid of the parentheses. I can distribute that 4, and that would leave me with our common factor still on the outside. Inside parentheses, I have that 3x, and distributing the 4 would be plus 4 times x, or 4x, and then 4 times 2, which is 8. Lastly, I have like terms that I can add, so I can simplify that to be 3x plus 4x is 7x plus the 8. We have factored and simplified as much as possible by taking out that common factor and then simplifying.